Well, good evening and welcome, fellow babies. It's Pub Chat with the Shills. Friday nights, chill back, relax, hang out. And holy Lord, thunder and Jesus, boys, have we got somebody to introduce you to? We got a special guest, Lokifish Marz. This cat creates like nobody's business. You're going to love him. I'm going to shut up right now and hand it over to Aimee Hogan so she can introduce you to all the cool people.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all well. I'm all excited. We've got a great show for you tonight, and let's get started right around the room to see who we have with us. I'm going to start out with Mipet. Mipet69, how are you today?
Hey, guys. Yeah, not too bad. You know, rolling along. And it is actually the start of my weekend. I'm on here on Saturday morning. So, yeah, pretty good, and looking forward to a bit of hot and heavy discussion tonight. There's a few topics that maybe get some heated discussion going. So it should be good tonight. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. I know, me too. This is going to be good. And next up, we have Matt M2M. How are you this evening?
Good evening. I'm pretty good. Yeah, I've been busy. Had a busy week. I've produced a couple more videos on my new series. Moon Hopes Debunks. I'm on episode 3 now. Yeah, episode 3. Just about to release episode 4. So check my channel, have a look at that. And I'm looking to do some more of that stuff. So yeah, looking forward to tonight as well.
Excellent. That's awesome. Can't wait. And next up, we have DKG Custom. DKG, how are you this evening?
Hello, critters, dickers, and titters, all of you. It's been an interesting week. You know, I finally got the underside of my car painted. Yay! Which means when I take it down to the MOT station next week to get it tested, they'll look at it and say, "Well, some dingbats painted over everything." So I'm looking forward to that conversation. As for my channel, as usual, nothing's happened on it for several months, and it's going to stay that way because I can't be arsed.
Lazy.
You go. And good luck with your MOT. Mine is due in October. We don't have MOT per se, but we have like the equivalent, which is an inspection sticker. So it should be fun.
So what color did you paint the underneath then? Green?
Various colours of grey to black.
Oh, no.
Well, started with grey because then I went to dark grey, so you could always see where you could paint it. We had to paint over with
is that black?
Coat of black.
So is that black and grey to reflect your dull personality? Is that it? No, I'm joking, dude. I'm joking. I'm sorry.
No, you aren't.
It's black. It's black to represent my smoking lungs.
Ouch. Tim.
There you go.
In fact, the inside of my lungs are probably pretty well rust protected as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, I got black and gray here too, man. I got you.
He won't rust out. That's good. And next up, we have NoJustBe. B, how are you?
You know, Amy, I'm doing great. It's Friday.
Woohoo!
I got a bowl in front of me packed. I got a beer. I have cigarettes. I have some snackies. So I'm not the s'mores, but I do have snackies. And so, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to throw some shit out there.
Smacky s'mores.
Awesome. There you go. And next
I love it.
I do too. Next up, we have Purple Rhymes with Orange. Purple, how are you?
Doing okay.
Awesome.
I'm just
Awesome.
having dinner at the pub here.
There we go. So anything good on your channel coming up?
Just my usual chats, and haven't gotten up to getting back into doing much with videos. I am working on a couple of scripts, but it'll probably be a couple of months before I actually get a video up.
Okay. Sounds awesome, though. So thank you for that. And next up, we have Dick Dawson. Dick, how are you this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. In the background, I got a personal thing brewing that's getting a little bit strange. My quote unquote girl next door, probably the best way to say that. Her 5-month-old is going for a bone marrow test and maybe a stem cell transplant and stuff due to white blood cells and T cell counts and stuff. And It steers towards like leukemia issues and whatnot. So Sunday after Uncalled For, we're getting all packed up and whatnot and heading to Vancouver, and she's got an appointment at Sick Kids. And so we're going to be in Vancouver a few days and whatnot. The little one just seems so fine that it's hard to believe that this is even a possibility. And I personally have a real strong belief that this is just going to be one of those things that will work out and won't be too bad. But I mean, holy fuck, man, you never really know. So
No, you don't.
you know, now that's not going to be my focus tonight or anything, because that wouldn't be quite how we do things around here. But you know, we do try to put the U in YouTube, and well, that's honestly how things are going.
Well, you know, exactly.
I like to put the oob in it, but whatever.
Exactly.
I know. Well, I hope she feels better, and I hope everything turns out well. We'll be thinking of her, and she'll be in our hearts, definitely, for sure. So
Thanks.
you're very welcome. And next up, we have our special guest for the evening. We have Lokifish Marz with us tonight. How are you, Lokifish?
Doing well. Glad to be here.
Excellent. And you have a great channel, and it's definitely woefully undersubbed. So can you please tell us about it, what you do on there?
Pretty much I pull on the thread of stupidity and see where it leads, and then end up posting my rants, just showing how glaringly flawed a lot of science debunkers are.
Nice.
Awesome.
I wouldn't call them rants. I would call them actually rational thoughts, and just sort of like, I just like your tone, and it sounds slightly sort of sarcastic, and yeah, I love it.
I'm
Thank you.
quite surprised here, Lokifish, to hear that you're basically recording rants, because they come across as very scripted. Like you're definitely confident in what you're saying, and I'm somebody that can really appreciate that. I like it very much.
Well, it's a little secret. Well, it'll be out now. I generally do those videos all in one take.
Yeah.
Damn
That's
it.
Wow. Dude,
That's how it's done.
I just
Even when I got a
voiceover
script.
work, and I'm going to tell you, it is not. I mean, by the time I got to the last part that was the smallest, it was only like 3 takes. But to do something in one take that's extensive, that's impressive. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
That's
when I
amazing.
listen, he's got the kind of voice that kind of like you think to yourself when you're listening to him. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. You know, it's kind of like confident and sort of it's
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, I try to convey that whole "you're incredibly stupid" look in my voice when I do
Yeah.
videos.
good. That's what's in there. Yeah. It's that sarcastic tone, and I love that kind of stuff.
Well, let's be
Agreed.
fair. Austin Whitsitt comes across as confident.
Well, let's not compare. Come on, just be.
Fuck TK, really?
I mean, yeah. Witsitt's a fucking idiot, and Lokifish isn't. That's the vast difference.
That's the stark contrast between Whitsitt and Lokifish. That's definitely for sure.
Yeah, Whitsitt's only confident because the only 2 synapses that work in his head, that they know their stuff. Those 2 synapses, and so he can be pretty confident about the shit he says.
Yeah,
Indeed.
That's kind of funny because my wife and I had a conversation about my thought process here the other day, and what we broke it down to was Kevin Bacon's cat. You take Schrodinger's cat and the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon and put them together, and that's my thought process.
that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good description. Yeah, I'll go with that.
That's awesome. Oh, I have good news, everybody. We have the pleasure of Professor Phil Bell joining us in a few minutes as well.
Excellent.
Yay!
That means
Big
we're
time, baby.
going to have to behave ourselves. So it's the only thing. Every time he comes on, he tells me off. I'm not behaving.
No, he does that so that he's not responsible for what we do, and that gives him the freedom to enjoy it, but not be responsible for it. You see?
It's like
It's
a waiver.
culpability.
Wait,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
guys, I have a very important question for Lokifish, and just not giving.
Give her.
Go ahead.
Now, when you say Kevin Bacon, now are we talking Footloose Kevin Bacon or the mobile phone advertising Kevin Bacon?
Footloose.
That's the one.
Yeah. That's what I thought of.
That's the one we want. Or Tremors.
I gotta cut loose.
Loose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We won't get demonetized for that rendition.
It's too short.
Too shit.
Yeah, well, that's why
Yeah,
I
but-
joined in. I mean, that's my line there, the shit line.
DK, when was the last time anyone on the Shills gave a rat's fucking ass about being demonetized?
Good
Yeah,
question.
never. So
It's not allowed.
So I'll just say fuck cunt bollocks tits to that then.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta give it the George Carlin, buddy. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, motherfucker, cocksucker, and tits.
Tits.
And
And tits
COVID-19.
shouldn't even be on the list.
Yeah.
Sounds like a snack.
It's a soothing word.
Pizza tits, tater tits.
Hey, tits is a snack. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
It's even part of a bird's name. I mean, we have titmice around here, so there we go.
Oh yeah. There's scientific
Actually-
reasons too.
Actually, remember now-
Not a dirty word.
Remember now, on the Shills channel, we don't say tits anymore. We say Woden toads.
Oh, my bad, Dick. I apologize. The WTs.
Oh, Ailey, you got a new member.
We do. Thank you so much, Dr. Osiris. Welcome to Shill Apprentice and welcome to the Shills family. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Love
I
to
love
have
Dr.
you.
Osiris.
Thank you,
Doctor's
Doctor.
And
You
we
know
got a
what?
good-
Well, that goes towards. Oh, actually, Mipet's microphone thing is already sorted out. Wait till I tell you after show, guys. I had news I forgot to give, but that will be going towards M2M's new headphones and a couple other pieces of gear we need to buy. So awesome.
Nice.
No, you don't need to
Awesome.
buy me headphones. No, keep it for something more usul.
I'm not listening to you whine about your shitty headphones any fucking more.
I made a passing comment that I've got shit headphones and a good microphone. That's all I said. Don't.
Oh,
Dick,
and,
in the spirit of avoiding whining, I just want to say I'll throw in $5.
There we go. See?
and if we are talking about whining, Dick, my cellar of fine wines is getting a little bit short. So come on, where's my payments, pal? Where's my payments?
That sounds far more important. A wine collection. Yeah, definitely do that. No.
No. The only money that gets spent is on tech and whatnot and improvements until everybody has that smooth radio sound. And then we can start, buying alcohol and stuff.
What do you think keeps this voice so smooth and silky?
It's alcohol. Yes, that's what I'm doing right now too. But
Lots of bong hits.
And by the way, Matt, it's not a wine collection because as soon as it gets stocked up, it gets decreasing. So it's not really a collection.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, no, it's just a weekend cupboard. I mean, come on.
It's like people keep saying to me, why don't you get yourself like a liquor cabinet, right? So you can put all your liquor and stuff like that. So you're joking. Every time we buy liquor, it's gone the same night.
Yeah.
It's like a liquor cabinet for one bottle for 24 hours,
Yeah, you have a liquor cabinet for Advocaat and creme de menthe and stuff like that no one touches. The bottles like get dusty and
Oh no!
But why
that-
wouldn't they? Yeah.
Even that shit will get drunk pretty quick.
Yeah.
My liquor
make it
cabinets have
great.
a glass front. They're display cases. They're not actually for anything you use.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right.
That's why I just
awesome.
talk to my folks and go, hey, can you send me some of that West Virginia bolt cleaner?
Oh, I got it. That's awesome.
Because my family does have back in the day, my family used to run Shine.
Oh,
I was just going to say they got a connection to Copperhead Road, do they?
Yeah, but you have to put rusty bolts in it to give it that color.
Yeah.
How else?
Oh, that's awesome. No,
I
hey,
was gonna say,
yeah, hey
cinnamon,
guys.
but whatever. We can go with rust.
I thought what we could do is we could bring up Lokifish's newest video and give everybody a taste of what the hell's going on over there.
yeah, let's do it.
Do we
I'd
rip
love
it
to do
apart?
that, Dick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you bring on special guests for us to rip them apart, huh?
Yeah.
It just turned into a roast. Sorry, Lokifish.
Yeah, works for me.
You were warned. You were warned. I'm a joke.
Now let's see what's going on here. Oh, look at that. It's actually working. So let's just pick the newest one and we'll unmute because it would be nice
Hey,
if everybody
folks,
could hear
this
it.
is Lokifish Marz. Today's going to be a nice, short, sweet little video. So let's take a look at Nathan Oakley demanding drop on maps. So Nathan,
Oh,
here we
God.
are. Nice big map of the world. So where do we put the reference point? Do we put it here? What about here? What about here? And then there's mean sea level versus reference point. Hey, we all agree mean sea level is 0 elevation. So any place well below mean sea level would be underwater. So if we put the reference point for the map in Europe, what happens? Oh no, the US is underwater. What about if we put it in the US? Oh no, Europe's underwater. And what happens if we put it in Africa? Asia's underwater. Nice. So let's pick a nice little island in the Atlantic and see what happens. Good job, Nathan. You just proved water world. Now let's see what that said. Nope. I'm not underwater. So let's see. You failed at the Rayleigh criterion. You failed at sextants. Nice job, by the way, because now you have absolutely no excuse as to why you cannot tell us how far every celestial object is. And now you're failing at naps. So, dude, what you gonna fail at next?
Ouch.
Like,
I love it. I love it.
see what I'm saying by the voice? See what I mean?
Yeah.
See what I mean now? Yeah.
This cat's got it going on. Lokifish. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, and that claim by Oakley. Oh my fucking
Yeah, I know.
lord! How stupid can you possibly? He must know it's stupid. He must know it's stupid. It's just his little game he plays with people.
Of course.
Surely.
He's a Poe. We all know that.
Well, yeah, I know, we know, but even a Poe has to try and keep some kind of pretense of intelligence. Surely.
What?
No, okay. I think hang on. Let me take another sip. I was going to take a glug. Yeah, that didn't come out right, did it?
Yeah, I mean,
That's funny.
I had a debunk channel before this that ended up getting pulled because some of the folks I was going after were threatening doxing and stuff like that, and it just got out of control. But in one of those videos, I was dealing with the Rayleigh criterion specifically, and Nathan Oakley comes in the comments and goes, "Oh, well, you can't see X from Y distance, blah, blah, blah." And I used his own argument and a screen cap of the Rayleigh criterion from his feed to debunk him in the comments. Ever since then, I'm not allowed to comment on any of his videos. I can't do the Discord thing. I'm banned from there. It's so funny. It's like, I just used your argument against you and you're going to run away? Well, that's no fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, that's Oakley over the world. It's kind of like as soon as you destroy his narrative, it's bye blocked, doxing the whole
Bitch
boodle.
out.
Yeah.
He's really, really effective with the word salad, but he will not back up anything properly in any way unless it's just absolute hate-filled rhetoric.
No, yeah, I've noticed that. It's sad, really.
Yeah, like Charlie Welsh in the chat says, he knows it's a globe, for fuck's sakes. I believe you, Charlie. I totally do. I call Poe on that motherfucker as fast as I can crack my next beer, and I'm Canadian, so you know.
What's the word when you do it for money? What's the word again? I can always figure out that bloody word.
Prostitution.
That's well, yeah.
Grifter.
Grifter, that's the word. I couldn't think of the word. Grifter. Yeah. Grifter, for sure.
He's a confidence man, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And
with a very
small I hear his tongue has special qualities, and those that get out of jail and have a problem creating friction when they fart, I hear he's really good for therapy for that. But it's just a rumor. I don't know for sure.
But DKG, how do you know he's got a small penis? Hey, how do you know?
Well,
his mother told you, didn't he?
I don't like to dox people, but Leamington Spa, sort of one breezy afternoon. That's all I can say.
A little gap in the curtains, was that it?
He drives a really shiny pickup truck with dualies.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
we got a good one. We got a good one in the comments from PJCnet. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. If anybody could do it phonetically for me and make me, be able to say that properly. The comment is, there's more here. I should bring it up on the screen because I can actually fucking do that. Right here we go.
No way.
There's more Globe shills doing it for money, and YouTube algorithms are biased in their favor. Discuss.
Really?
Well, they're not actually biased in their favor, really, because the whole topic is kind of like off algorithm, so to speak. So nobody really gets pushed forward in it at all. Unless you're somebody like Neil deGrasse Tyson who put a video out, that will go high in the algorithm. I mean, if what's his name? Oh God, that's that fucking idiot. Oh, I've forgotten his bloody name now. One of those big, YouTubers. What's his name? Oh, discuss it amongst yourselves. Ignore me.
It's just the more, and I mean, the more interaction a particular YouTuber is going to get, or the particular video is going to get, the more the algorithms are going to keep looking at it and pushing it up the recommendations. Little channels like me or whoever really aren't going to, be pushed very, very high because we're not getting that. We haven't got that many subscribers. Not that many people to see it to begin with anyway. So it's got nothing to do with. Biased in any shape.
And also should also point out that most of the people on the Globe side who are, yes, some people have turned it into a lifestyle for them to make money, and like FTFE and Team Skeptic and people like that. They're not pushing the globe. They're not sitting there telling everybody, "Oh, the Earth is a globe," and telling lies about it. What they're doing is having discussions and air quotes debates with flat earthers and science deniers and just showing them up as fucking idiots. There's no one out. There are no Globe shills out there. There's fucking no.
I know, right?
There is nobody out there on a video channel saying, "Shock horror! The Earth is a globe. You've been lied to." There's none of that. There's none of that.
I mean, I might be considered a slight science shill just because I like things to add up and make sense. Like when 2 + 2 = 4, my world makes sense to me. But a flat Earth shill,
like you, man. I can't. you make too much sense. This isn't okay.
That's a funny one. That's a good one. Hey, Adventures with Dogs is here. Good to see you, man. Right on.
Actually, thinking about it, that's quite an interesting idea for a channel to promote to promote the globe as if it was the conspiracy and the flat Earth was the truth. That's quite an interesting idea.
You could have special guests on that are actually pretending to be shills and they're highly paid by NASA. Stuff like that,
and get people to get people to pretend to be pilot and say, "Yeah, actually, it is a globe." I have seen the curvature, but don't tell anyone, and I'll lose my job.
That's good. That's good.
Like the main narrative that it's actually a flat Earth, but we're doing the opposite. We're trying,
Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
That's it's round, because that's why the reason peroxide works for COVID. It doesn't. Don't do it. Is because the Earth is round. That's why. So, you can just use ivermectin or something as a ploy there. And once you throw one of those COVID words in, you're sold, dude. You'll have so many. Oh my God. I did one COVID video. One. This is not even a joke. I did one of them. I gained 310 subscribers in 24 hours on TikTok.
Nice.
I'm almost up to where I'm at on YouTube and being here for like a year and a half.
Now, you see, the thing is,
YouTube's harder, though.
The thing is, most people think that the North Pole is the top of the globe. Actually, it's China. China is at the top of the globe, and that's why coronavirus spread, because it just fell down around the globe. It dribbled.
Yeah.
It fell. What?
It fell.
What?
It rolled downhill. It rolled downhill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because from Antarctica to the U.S.-Canada border is down.
Yes. Yep.
And there's no coronavirus in Antarctica. None. Is that a conspiracy?
Or the Arctic, I mean. The Arctic. Oops.
And
oh
a
my
conspiracy
God.
video on that very topic coming in 3, 2.
There it is.
You're getting content ideas now.
Well, you do know Nathan Oakley watches this show just for ideas he gets from me.
Well, here, Nathan. Oh, okay. Go Purple.
I'm the flat earther's best friend. Go Purple.
Well, the reason there's no COVID in Antarctica is because it's all being orchestrated by the penguins. They want to eliminate the human population so they can move to a warmer climate.
It's so hard to wear a mask over those fucking beaks.
It was a delayed reaction to everybody there for a second.
Yeah. It was a good one, though.
What's this fucking idiot saying now? That was the reaction. Right, I'm going to shut up.
No,
I'm going to pour a glass of wine.
There's a good idea.
I just have to keep muting myself when I'm not talking because I've still got the bad cough.
Oh, yeah. The health issues, everybody's favorite friend. I mean, oh man, when they hit me, it's bad. I wanted to bring up a second video here from Loki. And I have just the one. Oh, I have just the one. So let me get it all loaded up. Stop. There we go. Okay, I'll bring it over and we'll play another video from our most excellent.
Oh, is there no sound?
Yeah, it's just a time lapse. It's a time lapse.
Okay.
This was actually done on my original debunking channel as a live stream initially. Because there's people that think that the moon rolls over through the sky and things like that. And I was challenged. Oh, yeah. Well, if you're so smart, prove it live. Okay, not a problem. So I did this. And then on the other video on my channel that has the find flat Earth's shrinking sun and moon, that was initially part of a 14-hour live stream where I just shot the entire sky from pretty much sunrise up until like the next morning.
Nice.
So it's like, you wanted data? Well, here's your data.
That's dedication for you.
I like that.
I think we'll have to get you together with Southern Hemisphere Globehead. You two would hit it off.
Right.
With observation. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
she
Yeah,
does
she's
a lot.
cool,
Of, she does a lot of sun observations. Yeah. By the way, go and subscribe to Southern Southern
Southern
Hemisphere
Hemisphere Globehead.
Globehead. Yeah, go and
Yeah,
subscribe.
not Hemisphere Southern Globhead. He's rubbish.
Take the drunk out of it and sub to the right person.
I'm getting all my fucking words fuddled. Leave me alone. Southern
That's
Hemisphere Globehead. Yeah, go and subscribe.
There we
She's got
go.
Enough subscribers. So yeah, go and subscribe, please.
Great fucking creator and real cool member of the team too, you know.
Have you ever had her on the show? I know you were at one point going to do a debate. Has she ever been on the show at all?
Well,
Yes,
the
she-
debate has to get rescheduled and stuff. And yeah, she's been over. And also, we sent her off a cool lapel mic. So in a little while, when it gets there, it'll really help her content and stuff because she'll always speak
Nice.
clearly when moving her video around and whatnot. And it's going to be really cool. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to set her up for maybe Shills tomorrow because
Oh, that'd be
Carl's
brilliant.
birthday this week. So yeah, I thought we'd have a bit of a get her up early in the middle of her night so that she can come and party with us.
Good idea. All right.
Wake up,
I'll
damn
say-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Set your alarm so you party with us.
And
So for me, it's about So for me, it's midnight. For us, it's midnight. So that'd be, I think, it'd be South Africa's what, about an hour ahead, I think, isn't it? So it'd be 1 a.m. 2 a.m.
Yeah, 1 or
hours ahead.
2 at the moment. Yeah.
So
We
Dick, while we're talking about equipment, I mean, the camera that I use to film my avatar is getting a bit old, and I'm still waiting for that fucking red camera, the 8K one that you were going to send me to.
Oh, of course.
to film my avatar because
Well-
I mean, look at it. It looks shit. Look at it. Look at it.
Well, when you look at the price of a red camera, we're only about 2 members away from making sure everybody can have one next month. But we do have to hand over to Aimee because we have a second special guest, somebody who's very close to the channel.
Yes, we need to welcome Professor Phil Bell. Phil, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you.
I've only just joined, but I managed to join at the time that you were doing that Lokifish Marz's video. And I must say that's rather concise and very impressive. So
He's good. Phil,
I didn't know this channel exists. I'll have to go and subscribe.
yeah. Professor Bell, you're gonna love this cat. He does his videos as a one-off, like he just simply hits record and rants at them, and it is on point. This guy's good.
He's not a cat. He's a fish.
If that last video I saw was any indication, then I have to agree with that. So I'm going to enjoy watching the rest of it.
Nice.
High praise, Lokifish. Welcome to the club, buddy.
Yeah, if you haven't done so already, guys, go and get over there and go and subscribe.
So,
Yes.
Loki, did you do something with the sextant? Did you? Because I mean, that seems to be the flavor of the month.
I did an initial
He did it before.
video, the video called Epic Sextant Fail, in which I plotted a simple north-south course using globe model and flat Earth model.
Okay, good. That's perfect.
It's a 4-minute video, and I have it queued up and ready. Why don't we sit back and enjoy, Professor?
That sounds like a great idea.
Excellent.
And I should point out, yes, it was in a sextant in Leamington Spa where I found out where Nathan Soapy's penis was very small.
Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you who identify however the fuck you want. This is a great video from Lokifish Marz.
Hello, folks. This is Lokifish Marz, and I want to talk a little bit about flat Earth navigation and using a sextant. But let's hear it from flat Earth navigator expert himself, Nathan Oakley.
Cool. Circle of equal altitude. That's what I think you mean.
That would be flat then. That's flat.
And to make the measurements with your flat triangle, with its flat bottom, it's got to be flat to do that. Do you understand that? Because that's something you seem to have an issue with, saying it couldn't be done on a flat Earth. And yet it seems, as pointed out 7 times by me, that it could only be done on a flat Earth. Do you understand that? This could only be done on a flat Earth.
So let's agree on something, just to start off. This is how you use a sextant to triangulate your location. It's just, basic. The elevation of Polaris above the horizon is always equal to the observer's latitude. We say it can only be done on a globe. You say it can only be done on a flat Earth. Let's test that out. Here we're going to start in Lerwick, Scotland, and we're going to plot a course. We're going to need our initial triangulation, which is right here, and we're going to go to Portsmouth.
Nice place.
According to distance 2, the distance is 646 miles. Now, if you notice on the right-hand side, we have latitude for both locations. So, there's our, using our initial reference, there's our calculation for Polaris for Portsmouth. Let's compare the two. Well, according to this, that's 934 miles. So where does that put me? Oh, it puts me in France. Not good. Oh, let's try to reverse that course. We're going to start from Portsmouth and go to Lerwick. Again, Portsmouth is our initial reference point. We then calculate for Lerwick. Compare the two. That's 843 miles. Hold on a second. Where am I going to end up now? Oh, great. I'm in the middle of the North Atlantic. Wonderful. Well, maybe it just doesn't work in England. Yeah, in Great Britain. Let's try this in the US. We're going to start in North Dakota. There's our initial reference triangulation.
This one's hilarious.
Corpus Christi, Texas. Well, that says it's 1,463 miles. Well, let's calculate for Corpus Christi using our initial reference. Okay, that's not looking good. Oh, wow, that's actually really bad. So where's this going to put me? Okay, so you miss Texas, you go through the Gulf of Mexico, through Mexico, and down to the equator. So what's the conclusion here? Either all maps and sextants are lies, or sextants work just fine if you're on a globe, but not on a flat Earth. And while this is not my image, I did check it. It is to scale. So, Nathan, how exactly do you use a sextant on flat Earth when you get totally wrong distances from north to south? And by the way, if you try to do this east to west, it gets even worse. Well, folks, I'm Lokifish Marz. If you'd like to see more content, like, share, and subscribe. Until then, the Earth's not flat.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, I've got to say, see more content. That's my favorite YouTube channel.
Well done.
Hey, Professor, this guy's good, isn't he?
Yep, that was very well, very succinct. So, yep, I mean, one thing that you can take away from all of this nonsense about the sextant is that I'm yet to see any of the flat earthers actually show us how to use one. Do a demonstration of how to actually get your latitude.
Professor, I have yet to hear a flat earther actually explain what a sextant is.
I think you'd be pretty right, and you could almost guarantee none of them have ever held one in their hand, much less used one. So
No, that would be like showing them a theodolite. They would just go, "Oh, that's a cute little telescope." No, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Well, what's funny is the furthest I've seen them get is a 3-point fix. And when I immediately saw that, my first thought was, well, if you do another 3-point fix using 2 of the original stars from your initial 3-point fix, you're not going to end up anywhere close to where you want. It's just simply impossible. And I've had folks, in some of the chats on like Discord and stuff tell me, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm Celestial Navigation certified and actually got to the point where I was able to do general fixes using just a diving watch with a rotating bezel. So it's not like I don't know how to do this.
Yeah. Well, it should be. It hasn't even dawned on them why it is that it's 60 nautical miles between each degree of latitude. Why is that? Where did that come from? In fact, where does latitude itself come from if it's not a sphere?
Right.
How on earth did they come up with latitude? And why do they call it degrees? Degrees of what? The angles with reference to what? Pick a flat surface and say, well, that's the let's say Capricorn at 32 degrees. Where did the degrees come from? Degrees compared to what? That's what I.
Who was it? Was it Bev that said apparently that 60 degrees was a right angle? Was it Bev, or was that somebody else, or was that Brian? I can't remember.
Flatsoid was telling us that 60 degrees was.
Oh, it was Flatsoid. That was it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. And he's still pushing hard for about the sextant proving flat Earth and doesn't know what a right angle is. Incredible. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as a supposed art student, as he has claimed a couple times, he can't even get perspective right. So angles are going to be way beyond him.
I've noticed that. Yeah.
I even sent links to a couple of his perspective videos to friends I have in the art community, one of which is an artist at DC. And my friends just laughed. They thought it was hilarious. That's what he thinks perspective is? Yeah, no wonder he's not an artist.
I mean, isn't that one of the things they learn about in art school is perspective? It's pretty important as an artist, right?
Yeah, it's really key.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, they can't even separate vanishing point and horizon. They're not the same thing.
Yeah.
That gets into that whole their whole confusion about what a horizon is in the first place. I mean, apparently from their arguments, they're saying all geometric horizon. Well, apparently they think globers think the Earth doesn't have an atmosphere because they never account for refraction.
Well, they do. They do count for refraction only when it suits them. When it,
Yeah.
When it suits the narrative. But if it doesn't, then no, they're not going to count for narrative. They don't need to count for refraction. Not necessary for them. Yeah, so Dick's kind of disappeared for a minute. He said in the chat there for a moment. So
he's gone to ring the Riley.
Knowing him, he's probably going to get another beer.
Probably, yeah.
Either that, he's going to shit out an Oakley, one or the other.
So what? So how long have you had this channel for then, Lokifish, so far?
The reboot of the channel is only a few months.
A few months older. How long did the previous one go for before that got shut down?
That was about a year and a half. And actually kind of got introduced into debunking through Dazza the Cameraman.
Through?
Dazza the Cameraman commented on a couple of my astronomy posts on my Facebook astronomy page.
Okay.
And that's how we ended up interacting, and I started doing debunking videos.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I don't know who that is. No idea who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No. Never heard of him.
No.
What do you want me to tell you? Oh, yeah, I know who that is. Lie.
He's going to be so disappointed.
Probably. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, whoever you are.
Hands up, everybody in the chat who knows who Dazzle the cameraman is.
What do you mean hands up in the chat?
Hands up who likes me.
Oh, look, nobody.
Cricket.
Who's inflating a tyre, for God's sake?
Is that B giving a blowjob again? Oh, no, sure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, sunshine, let me tell you.
Yeah. Sorry, Professor Bell here. I'm supposed to behave myself when he's here.
B's got a brand new Jabba the Hutt sex toy, and it takes a long time to blow that one up.
If you miss,
that
is not true. It looks like Princess Leia.
Oh, you got a thing for Princess Leia, have you?
No, not really. But if it was between her and Jabba, you know.
Yeah, it's not a difficult choice.
You know, lesser of two evils, right?
Oh,
look at that! Speak of the devil, and she arrives. We've got Sally's in the chat.
Oh, Sal, is she here?
Yeah, she just arrived.
So anyway, Professor Bell was saying something, and we overtalked him. Sorry.
Oh, I said if you misbehave, you may find yourself at the Vice Chancellor's office.
Oh. Oh, so the monkey's in the chat there. Oi, monkey. Oi.
Also, Dick said you're close to the channel. I thought you lived in Australia, not Isle of Wight.
No. But tish.
There's a UK joke for you. It's a geography joke.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody take DK's mic away for 5 minutes. All right, we have to do that thing again.
I was trying, Dick. I was trying. I really was.
I'm just proving that I don't just do dick jokes.
Time out, DKG. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. We got to program that into Google Meets, right? The DKG 5-minute timeout.
And we need a timeout seat on set too. That would be perfect.
That would be awesome. You're right. Yeah.
Or stand in the corner. Yeah.
Or what? Yeah. Go stand in the corner by the bathroom doors, and we can have a dunce cap.
Hey, I could start my own stream and leave you fuckers all behind and just stand I'll do a stream of one of me, and I'll be the only one viewing it as well, so that probably wouldn't work. Yeah, put the chains and shackles on me. I'll do it. I'll wear a cock ring.
Okay, ball gags for everyone. Wait, what? What?
Okay, my God, a monkey's just arrived as well.
Oh, no. There goes the chat.
He's back. He's back making it. He made a video the other day. So yeah, go check it out. It's quite funny.
I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
he's made another one today.
Oh, he's another one today as well, is he? Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it dropped today. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Mipet.
Yes.
Can you send Sal the meets link, please?
Sure can.
Thank you.
That sounded very effective.
So where you go next, Loki? What's next on your agenda? Have you got like a list of things you want to deal with, or do you just take it as it comes on a daily basis?
It depends. I do have a project I'm working on in the background. Limey Play knows about it. What I did was took Eleanor Rigby and reworded it so that it's all these stupid people, and go through and go through line by line, just nailing one flat earther after another. I love it. I'm trying to get some people in on it.
That sounds like a Canadian Thomas collaboration.
Yeah. I I spent like 12 years in rock and roll bands and went to audio engineering school and whatnot. And I got a little, never. And I got a little side channel where I do parody songs and stuff. So I'd be into something like that for sure.
Sweet.
It's that's kind of my favorite thing on YouTube is doing those parody tunes and whatnot. Because, well, you know, they're idiots. I got one.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I got one that really fits what we were talking about earlier with the shill part. I did China Girl as NASA shill, and it's all about like a shill admitting, yes, we are lying. It's not a globe. It's a shill.
Yeah, but Dick, I was gonna say, I don't know if you remember, about 2.5 years ago, you promised me a tune. Still haven't got it. Still waiting. 2.5 years later.
Oh, you know, you're not wrong. That got lost in the shuffle of starting the shills and everything, right?
Yeah, it did. I think it did, didn't it?
I think he recorded it just a second ago when he went for a piss.
Yeah, probably.
We should do one, dude. We really should, because I remember I had a couple of good ideas. I've actually got a text file with the notes.
Yeah, well, that was back in the day when I was still the casual
relevant
man. So yeah.
Oh,
thanks. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I'm still not relevant anymore. I wasn't relevant then. Now I'm completely irrelevant now.
Well, yeah, you're a shill now, so nobody gives a fuck, right? Aimee, you better introduce. Oh, sorry, dude. We got a little introduction.
Yes, we do. Please, we need to welcome Southern Hemisphere Globehead. Hello, Sal. How are you?
Hi, Aimee, Dick, Mipet, and all the rest. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Sal.
You?
Well, I'm awake at before 2:00 in the morning. So, how do you think I am?
Valid point.
Nah, yeah, I'm fine, guys. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're
I've
very
always said
welcome.
good morning is an oxymoron. Any day I'm awake, well, it can still be considered morning is a little prospect for turning out well.
Well, I'm good to go almost anytime.
Awesome.
Ooh, that's
awesome. We will keep that in mind. Well, I mean, hell, I'll keep that in mind. You know what I mean?
I was going to say she sounds like the Martini girl. What was the Martini advert? Or was it any time, place, anywhere?
Yeah, that's it.
So you guys were talking about me. I was actually quite curious because I got that new subscriber. It's like the first message I got. I have like 7 new subscribers, but I don't know who they are. So usually I mention who they are. And
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do kindergarten cop. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
My dad. Yeah, let me not tell you what my dad does. It's fine.
No, don't. Just don't.
Yeah. So how are you guys all doing? What's happening? I heard you talking about me.
Well, we were talking about your observational approach to things and how it's very much appreciated. And we're hoping to, spread the word. Share the love, baby.
I really appreciate that. I was on the Modern Day Debate yesterday talking to Flat Earth Aussie Jesus.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh, damn, how did it go?
Oh, my God.
It was actually, I played a different game to like the rest of the people who talked to him. I didn't insult him. I actually mostly wanted him to explain the spiraling sun. I couldn't.
Oh, God.
I was in my head. I couldn't let myself get away from it because, I make sun observations. The sun goes down on this side. It comes up from the other side. And I really wanted to know right now it's dark here. Where is the sun to get back to the other horizon? Like I went outside to look, where is the sun? So I really need an explanation for that. Any flat earther out there, wants to come discuss it with me, I'm willing to listen. What makes the sun go back to the opposite horizon after the sun goes away at sunset?
It goes
That's
to
a
the dark,
challenge.
It goes to the dark place.
Don't we all?
Well, it turns around and we get the dark side of the sun. I don't know what you understand, what people don't understand.
I could make something up, but I'm afraid that they would probably end up using it in a week or two.
No, Lokifish said it. I heard
the truth has been
on
revealed. The truth is the truth. It's been revealed.
And it's not too far from the truth either. I'm always afraid to, the way I word things, because they get stuck on a word or a little phrase and then they just go off on a tangent. Forget what they were talking about.
Yeah, well, it becomes semantics and bullshit then, right?
Wait a minute, they don't understand tangents either.
Exactly. That's why it's so difficult to interact with them. No matter what I said to Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, the fact is for him, the sun spirals up and down in bigger and smaller circles. Oh my God, I can't contain myself. It spirals up and it spirals down. That's why we have seasons, okay? I can't.
Oh, so oh God, don't. Why would I bother? What?
No, I'm serious, guys. How is the sun spiraling up and down?
Well, I suppose it's no different than the sun revolving round a flat Earth. I mean,
bungees.
But yeah, magic.
My problem is that they have this really big problem with, the Earth turns at 1,000 miles per hour. It's traveling at 66,000 miles. The sun is doing, 828,000, whatever numbers they say, right? But then Flat Earth Aussie Jesus tells me that the sun is traveling around the Earth in 24 hours. He even told me that the moon travels around the Earth in 24 hours and 50 minutes. That, honestly, yes. Now, apparently everything isn't supposed to rise and set, right? Everything is supposed to stay above the horizon and do its crazy thing. Then how are things rising and setting or going around the Earth? Honestly, I can't.
And how does he explain the phases of the moon as well? How does he explain that if it's
even
drugs? Lots of it.
Yeah, no, I didn't even get to that. It was a very short. It was like 10 minutes opening each, and it was like a 20 minutes back and forth, and then it was like a 5 minutes closing, and there was supposed to be like questions from the audience, but we had like 7 people watching or listening, should I say, and
that's disappointing.
there were no questions. No, but it was a crazy time. It was at 10 o'clock in the morning my time. So you guys, Americans are sleeping. So,
okay.
Yeah. So that was my experience. But I've treated him. I treated him very well. So I think he will return for like a second debate. And Modern Day Debate did say that they would, make it like a much better time. So it must be in the nighttime for me.
He doesn't need rescheduled debates. He needs counselling.
I know, but
I put in a request to debate somebody with on the moon landings on their Discord because they opened up a channel to see if anyone wants to But Flat Earth of Jesus wanted to debate me, and because I put in the fight and I said, look, I don't want to discuss the shape of the Earth. Everybody's already doing that, and he says, it's all related. The shape of the Earth and space is fake and all the rest of it. And he's trying to go me to debate him. I don't want to debate.
No, debate him because No, we want to hear the crazy stories because apparently, ask Mipet to explain what he said about the moon.
Yeah, well, that's about it.
I'm
just not interested in what he's got to say, Sal. That is as simple as that. I've heard him before. I've been around the community long enough to hear what he said before, and used to sort of.
Yeah, I just want to, because my observations totally debunk everything he says about the, we are the only terra firma. We are the only piece of land in the entire vastness of the universe. We are at the bottom of the universe, and everything else is above us or in the firmament or something. Don't you know?
Oh, that's when you just turn around and argue the Tychonic model and just watch their heads explode, because then you have a static non-rotating Earth, and everything orbits around the sun, and the sun orbits around the Earth, and it actually works, and it's still contained within a sphere. They used it for prediction of orbits for a couple hundred years.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he lives in Australia, and we can actually see the southern stars rotate around that point. It's very difficult to see Sigma Octantis from where I am. You can see it, but it's very faint, and I don't have a camera strong enough to capture it, but you can actually see where all the stars are turning.
So what's his excuse for not seeing the northern stars then?
Apparently, perspective. Yes.
Yeah, too far away. Yeah.
When you get to the equator, then you are too far away from the star to see it.
So even though somehow as you go from the northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere, it gets lower and lower in the sky. So therefore, that's too far away because it's okay.
Yeah, and
doesn't
then
make
eventually,
sense, does it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that the Earth is one unit. You can't separate this part of the Earth with the other part of the Earth and say, oh, once you travel 5,000 miles in whatever direction you are, some or other object becomes obscured from your view. But no reason is given, I had to explain to him because he says, so how do you explain sunsets? So I had to tell him, me on the Earth is, moving with the Earth. Even though I'm sitting still right now, I'm still in motion with the Earth. And then his excuse was, well, he spent his whole life thinking the Earth was a globe and everything, like the way I feel when I look at the, look out into the sky. And he said he had to unlearn all of these things. He said that he looks at the stars only. He didn't document it the way I'm documenting it. So I had to burst his little bubble with that one, because the stars do shift their position and you can measure it. And for the first time, I actually measured the little bit of a shift of a star just within 6 months. So I'm very happy.
How did you? What equipment did you have to measure that? What did you use to measure that?
Timeanddate.com compared to my past observations.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been observing these groups of stars. It's the Southern Cross and the two other stars that go with it. It's two very bright stars. And the two stars, the one on the brighter one is actually two stars. So it's the one star, it looks like one star, but it's two stars. So I only found that out this September, like 2 or 3 days ago, when I was looking at past observations from March and September last year. And the position of the Earth, when we're looking at these stars, from certain positions you can only see it as 1 star, and then from other positions you can actually see that it's 2 stars, like if you look at Sirius. So I only learned that like 2 days ago because I was making the calculations for where these stars were, and when I pressed it on time and date, it gave me the name of the other star. So I thought I was wrong. So I went to look, and actually the 1 star is 2 stars. You know, it's a binary system. So even if you are like Aussie Jesus said, he's been watching the stars forever and ever. And how did you not realize that, you know, if you're watching it, you can see that the stars are changing their positions? Well, if you do the calculations anyway.
So
there
you're
is
talking,
one thing.
so
Sorry.
you're talking about close binary parallax for binary star. Yeah.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Like what I saw is, and it's only 0.01 degrees. So it's it's not like you can see it with the naked eye. You know, that's the problem. Also everything is an apparition. Even the sun. Apparently, the real sun, we don't know where it is. And this is an apparition of the sun. And in that moment, I was so shocked, I forgot to mention that, but we bounced radar off the sun. It takes 1,000 seconds for the laser, for the radar to hit the sun and come back. It takes like 1,000 seconds. So that's how we know how far away the sun is. Well,
Yeah, I never understood their whole it's all fake, it's all holograms, it's all apparitions. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
He also said that the analemma proves flat Earth.
Mipet,
How the fuck
I nearly
does that
died.
happen?
I nearly died when he said that. I just couldn't contain myself because I've made the analemma observation, and what I realize is that firstly, the analemma depends on what time you make the observation, and I've been making it for 5 o'clock in the evening. I thought it's the best time, you know, the sun doesn't kill my camera. But if you are in like Canada or somewhere like that, the analemma looks much different than it looks for me. Even if you did it at 5 o'clock, it's going to look much different. And that is because of the shape of the Earth and where it is in its orbit. I'm sorry, did I just take over the whole conversation because everybody else is not talking?
Hey, you know, the bottom line is I don't know jack about what you guys are saying, so I'm just going to sit here and respectfully listen and try to learn something. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll be over here in the corner.
You'll pop back in when the topic goes to something you can talk about. Sorry, I don't get a chance to talk about my observations except in my videos. You know?
I'm actually enjoying the conversation, and I think that, I don't know, I'm learning stuff, so I'm assuming other people are as well. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can contribute either, but it just goes to show you when you have someone who actually knows what they're fucking talking about, as opposed to a flat earther who can just ramble on with a load of word salad and shit and just make shit up as they go along, and they can't back it up. Simple as that. It's fucking infantile.
Yep. Which is a real shame.
He did say that he was very impressed. He said that he watched a couple of my videos and he is very impressed with how detailed, I write down all the altitude and direction of the thing when it's starting and when I end, and if like an object is setting, I tell you where it sets and all of that. So he was quite impressed.
Okay,
Maybe
so,
he'll...
Sorry. PJC Net in the chat. He says she doesn't know what she's talking about. So please come on the stream and prove and tell us where she's all wrong. Help yourself.
Which part?
We can send you a link. We can send you a link, and we can get you on. You can talk to her, and you can tell us all where she's wrong. Apart from just going, no, but you can't. No, you can do try that. Getting a mic in the week. Here we go. Here's the usual fucking back out. I don't have a microphone. If you don't have a microphone, you're not living in the modern world. Everything has a fucking microphone. You've got to talk, and Facebook's going to fill your feed up with what you've been talking about the last 5 minutes. So don't give me that shit about, I don't have a microphone. You fucking do. You might have a guitar. Play the guitar and shout into the fucking pickups. We'll be able to hear you. Fucking moron.
Has he got a phone?
And grow up, you fucking moron.
Has he got a phone? Phones come with little earbuddy things with a microphone built in. Guess what I'm on right this moment? So
me too.
Bullshit to that.
I just want Dickaja to tell us how he really feels about this situation. Because I feel like he didn't express enough angst.
No, I won't. But I'm the same with you, Gary Wybango. You just fucking grow up, you fucking morons, you little fucking little shitty little twerps who think I know everything. I know the earth is flat. No, I've drawn it with my crayons. There you go. That's my proof. You fucking shitweeds. We can see the fucking earth every day. We can see it's a globe. We can see it. You morons, you've lost. You've lost.
The one thing I find is that they want to have these, let's call them pedantic objections. Like, where's the geometric horizon? Where's the apparent horizon? The fact that we have the horizon should just shut them down. But they want to argue with reality. Like, reality doesn't care about, your feelings, their feelings. Like, the earth is not going to decide, oh, there are flat earthers who love me and want me to be flat, so I'm just going to, change my orientation to please them. It's not going to happen.
I would like to say something about, to have flat earthers think about something. So we can actually measure the magnetic field of the earth. We can measure its intensity. We can measure its extent. We can also measure the direction that it takes. And when we do measure that, we notice that it's pretty much like a bar magnet, the way that the magnetic field of the earth works. Well, this is completely and utterly contrary to any idea that it could be flat. Because let's say, for instance, it was flat and the center was the North Pole, like a circular magnet. That means that the South Pole would be all around the edge. Well, that doesn't match what the magnetic field of the earth actually does. It doesn't look anything like that. Not only that, I think they forget this little point. You see, when a compass points north, the compass needle is actually the North Pole of a magnet. So it's actually the magnetic South Pole of the earth is actually where the geographic North Pole is, and vice versa. So this little detail completely undoes this flat earth nonsense.
I was watching a debate where I can't remember who it was, but this the Globie showed him the actual seismology, like when there's an earthquake and the waves propagate through the earth. They showed them that graphic, I would say. And you can see that it's it's a ball. You can see it's a ball. And I find that the latest excuse for flat earthers, no, everything works just fine on a flat earth. Are you serious? Like, I don't know. Oh, and that magnetic thing. What? The magnetic thing, wouldn't the whole, if the earth was flat, wouldn't the earth like fold in on itself?
Well, you'd assume that if it was flat, let's just say it was flat and shaped like a disc, and it had a north pole was the north pole of the magnet was actually at what we call the geographic North Pole, then the south pole of the magnet would have to be in a rim around it. So in other words, it would radiate out. The magnetic field lines would radiate out. But that's not how the magnetic field lines work. The magnetic field lines gets further away towards the center and then closer again at each pole. That doesn't match this idea of a flat disk. It doesn't even come close. So just on that point alone, this flat earth is nonsense.
Yeah, look, for me being in the southern hemisphere and being more than 240 kilometers from the Tropic of Capricorn also makes my observations a little bit lopsided, because I am so far from the equator. So I can actually see the pattern of around Earth, rotating on its axis and orbiting the sun. I have that pattern. I wish that flat earthers would just stop saying do your own research, because obviously they didn't mean for me to go outside and actually check what's happening in the world, because their excuse is you can't use the sky to prove the ground.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry
I think,
to
the ground and then turn
I think
around.
Aimee
and
had something to
use
say
the
there,
sector.
you guys.
Yeah, actually, it's not Aimee, it's me. I think Amy's chasing kitties.
Oh, okay.
So I just need to jump in with a couple of things. The Queasel with $2 New Zealand. He would like to know: are we Gary W's only family? Because he's always here with us.
Where is OnlyFans? That's what he gets off on.
Yeah. And then we got Sofa King Sleepy. He's been a member with us for 21 months, and he just said, had to use a milestone chat for something. Love you guys, and we love you right back. So thanks, guys. Take it away again. Oh, okay. Don't talk to me.
All right, PJ's in there again. I'll just grow up. He's a little twat. He's talking about the Chinese space station is fake too. Oh, just grow the fuck up, you little dickweed.
Oh, come on. We've done so much. We've achieved so much, and these people just hand wave it away while using the benefits of all the technology. I mean, you sit in front of your laptop or cell phone even, you got your camera on and you're talking to somebody on the other side of the world about the world, and then you dismiss everything. It doesn't make sense to me.
He seems to be on the one digital device that's invented in the entire world that doesn't have a microphone. So it can't be a laptop, it can't be a phone. It must be, I don't know what, a sheet of paper. Well, I don't know, what is he watching this stream on? You fucking muppet.
Oh, Aimee wants in. Sorry,
Aimee.
Thank you so much. We have another milestone chat. You want to do that, Matt?
Until I get a free chat, so I want more penfolds from it, DK.
Super chat, Matt. Yay!
Yay!
Say this.
Thank you so
Say this.
Thank you
What's
so
that-
much.
What's that mean? What's that mean? More penfold? Just me just getting shitty with these little twats.
I think
But here's the thing: is like, I mean, I've been saying this for a while. Is that quite often when Globers are having a debate and you get this CGI claim, they just ignore it. But I don't think it should be ignored because I think it needs to be channeled. I know we're not getting an answer for it, but my argument is that for the most of the time when you're having debates is for people that are actually watching or people that might be having doubts. So if I put myself into somebody maybe who might be having doubts, and if I hear somebody say, "Oh, well, it's CGI," and then it's not responded to, then I would think to myself, "Well, okay, why is they not responding to that CGI claim?"
Because the thing is, when they claim it's CGI, they can't point a finger at it. At
No,
anybody,
exactly.
At anybody.
Yeah.
If you're going to claim it's CGI, you've got to point the finger at a place, a group of people, somebody who's doing it. Because the CGI just doesn't fucking magically happen. I know because I and several other people have to fucking do it.
Yeah,
it's not. You don't just like click a finger or press a button and
so my
have CGI shit.
My immediate response to that is okay, fine. You saying it's CGI. Well, where's your evidence? How do you know?
It goes back to level stretching. They take really compressed JPEGs and level stretch them and claim that the artifacts in the JPEG prove CGI. They never
you get that in videos sometimes. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but they never actually look at the high resolution photos.
Yeah. Yes, they always say NASA is lying. NASA is poor NASA, lying. But when we, look deeper, it's actually the fluff who has doctored, or they found somebody else who doctored the video.
Yeah.
Or the clip, and then present it as evidence that NASA is lying. Then when you go to actually look at what NASA is doing, that is not what they're doing. That's not what they're saying. That's not what they said. Everything. I keep doing this quite regularly now. I've been doing this on Facebook on the Flat Earth pages, and I said to somebody, okay, well, your claim. If somebody said, okay, prove that the 50-minute ISS tour. It's completely uncut. There's no cuts in it whatsoever. Nothing. Literally none whatsoever. And this guy said, "Oh, it's CGI." And then and I said, "Okay, prove it then." So what he did was he posted a video on how to do green screen. And I said, "Well, dude, that's all very well having a green screen, but how are you going to have the effect of an astronaut floating around the ISS through doorways, closing doors behind him, going through hatchways, going into the modules and all the rest of it? How?" Silence. Just what I'm saying is this. Don't if you're having a debate and you get outside, don't let him get away with it. You got to challenge him on it.
That's where I give up with them. If they start going down that route, I will not let them get away with it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And a lot of people do, because a lot of people see Flat Earth as kind of like a puzzle game, and it's like a Sudoku puzzle for them. So, okay, I can't prove Flat Earth, the globe Earth that way, so I'll find some other ways. And it's like, well, no, because if they're going to bring up childish claims like that, it's not a globe because he's fucking NASA lies and look at it, and with no evidence whatsoever.
Well,
no evidence whatsoever, and they have to claim it because it I mean, we can see the fucking globe every day. Every time there's a rocket goes up into space, we see the fucking globe, and so they have to claim that it's fake because they got nothing else apart from that.
Amy's looking again.
Sorry, Aimee.
When they...
Oh, it's Orange. Orange has got a hand.
Yeah.
Ooh, I felt.
Oh, it's Orange. Oh, sorry, I thought it was Aimee. Sorry, beg your pardon, Orange. Sorry.
Well, they keep saying NASA is behind all this. So, who was running the whole globe Earth conspiracy for the 500 years before NASA was created?
Right.
That we had sailing ships running all over the planet.
Right.
And they panicked when they went over the equator and couldn't see the North Star anymore.
Right. Well, that was NASA, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's like not that there's any other space agencies around the world. Like
no.
Yeah, and also,
NASA's the only space agency. You
guys don't know that NASA has time traveling agents.
Wow. Yes, I heard somebody actually say that they are technology that they are not sharing with the world. How do you know that NASA doesn't,
Get that all the time.
yeah. But the other thing I wanted to mention is when you they tell you that the thing is CGI, then you ask which part of it, like, because CGI is not one image, isn't it? Like it's layers upon layers of images to make one image, right? So which pixel, which section of the video or photo is CGI, because obviously somebody had to take one picture and put it on top of another picture.
Right. No, there was a great video by a bunch of visual effects artists, and I think it's called the Corridor Crew, I think it is, and they did a video recently about their videos where they did like the fake robotics stuff. They basically made a video of this attack robot getting pushed around and shot at, and basically this thing takes revenge, and it's a hilarious film, and obviously they faked it, and they show how they faked it, but they're looking at other people's claims that some of the videos from Boston Dynamics are fake. But they're looking at it saying, this can't be fake because it's too fucking good. To do this quality of work for this amount of time is almost next to impossible. And it's a great video. And I commented in there, you should do the same about flat earthers and NASA.
Well, they did one on the moon landings, didn't they? It's the same. Is that the same guys that did the moon landing one?
They probably have done.
Yeah. I think they did.
I had a friend who thought that the moon landings were faked until I convinced them that with 1960s technology, it actually was easier for them to go to the moon than it was for them to fake it in a studio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they just couldn't have gotten the lighting right for the shadows.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like, you get some that actually say, oh yeah, the rocket took off. Yeah, it definitely took off. Yeah, that should have that. Well, I need to realize that rocket was spent billions to develop that thing. I mean, they had so many problems with the F1 engines and the size of the engines, and that was a massive part of the budget. The whole rocket itself. It took a long time to develop the lunar module and stuff like that as well. But that was a massive part of the budget. So it would have been far cheaper to actually just go to the fucking moon.
And they keep perpetuating the lie that NASA destroyed the technology and data was lost and things like that. Why
said that?
Keep repeating that when people tell them, listen, one tape was lost, but it was backed up, and can you see how far we've come? It's 40 years later. You still want us to use 40 years ago technology? Are you out of your mind?
It wasn't even an important tape either. It was just telemetry from Australia, wasn't it?
Yes.
Something like that.
No, it was actually. I'll tell you exactly what it was. It was the telemetry for the S-band transmission of the television pictures. That's what they actually lost. Right. But it was irrelevant anyway, because all the TV networks picked up on it anyway and had their own recording, so it was completely irrelevant. It didn't matter. It wasn't actually data from the actual mission itself. It was just the S-band broadcast.
Well, and the main thing that would keep us from doing it the way it was done in the 60s is safety requirements. They took some insane risks that they would never allow anybody to do today.
Yeah.
Well, and also these people. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
These flat earthers and moon landing deniers and all those people, I bet you they have not achieved anything in this life. This is what is upsetting. They sit on their asses. They don't, improve their surroundings, humanity, nothing like that. But then they want to diss people who actually got up and did something for humanity. It's upsetting.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, they could do something for the humanity and jump off the fucking edge. with a parachute and film it, and then there you go. Here's your proof.
The ice wall,
Yeah.
100 meters tall. Only.
Yeah, I want a sample of the dome. That's what I want. I want it measured, and I want a sample, please.
Who's
Oh,
any dome?
Lindsay.
Pick one. Pick one.
Lindsay, I saw Lindsay saying that it's made of obsidian and gold. Apparently, the dome.
Oh right, was it transparent then? Is it?
Obsidian.
Well, they've got the transparent aluminum in Star Trek. So.
Yeah, but obsidian and gold. Okay.
Yeah, like, and there was another guy who had a piece of blue rock, and he said that it's a chunk of the firmament of the dome.
It's probably blue ice that came out the back of an airplane.
Thank God it wasn't yellow. Or brown.
So is that guy on his way the one who said that I don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Is he coming in here? Is he? Because I was away for a little while.
Oh, what PJC net? He's not coming around. Fucking the Actonauts are all nearly all Freemasons. Believe me, they're all against humanity. And my grandfather was a Freemason. It meant nothing.
Yeah,
he just went to a club.
Same. Yeah, same here. Yeah, my grandfather was a Freemason as well. He was a director of a wholesale.
I've actually got his. Yeah, my granddad. He grew strawberries. I've actually got his apron on the shelf next to me somewhere in a little bag somewhere for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I wear it when I go to the meetings as well at NASA. But it's like what fucking difference? What they make great stone rockets? What the fuck are you talking about? That they're Freemasons? Who the fuck cares if anybody's a Freemason or a member of a different lodge? You know, and the way it's like big fucking buffalo hats, like Flintstones did. What fucking difference does it make?
Yeah, these trouble is they wrongly associate Freemasons with the Illuminati, and they've got absolutely nothing to do whatsoever to do with this secret society of the Illuminati.
In the 50s and 60s, how many lodges were there? Different lodges were in America. That was rife.
At the time. There's still several here. There's a Masons lodge down the road from me.
No, I don't just mean the Masons. I mean lodges in general, of different kinds.
We'll come to Northern Ireland. There's plenty of lodges here.
Yeah. I don't mean lodgers. I don't mean the people living in your house.
No, I mean lodges, as in the orange lodges. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, it's still bollocks, and it doesn't mean anything.
No.
It doesn't mean anything.
Not a thing.
Well,
he's saying it's Satanism. Freemasonry isn't Satanism.
Everything is Satanism, don't you know? Whether even if you're not worshiping the same God in the same religion in the way that person is worshiping, then you're not worshiping.
You know the reason why you get businessmen that join the Freemasons? It's just because they do each other favors. That's all it is. It's just a way of networking and connecting and doing business with each other. That's all it is.
So like the same way as you join a golf club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like you're saying all golfers are fucking Satanists.
Yeah, it's just a social club. That's all it is. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they do have a weird sort of swearing in ceremony, but it's not that weird.
You don't fuck a pig.
No, you don't. No.
Well, golfers being Satanists would explain why so frequently people are struck down by lightning on the golf course.
Exactly. No, that was only in what was the film? Caddyshack.
Yeah. That actually does happen quite regularly, apparently. Just golfers getting struck by lightning.
Well, yeah, if you're going to stand out in the middle of a level field and hold a stick over your head, you're asking for it.
Yeah, don't use the copper clubs.
Yeah, there we go. But anyway, going back to what we were saying about the technology because I hate it when that guy Simmons actually said that. It really freaking annoys me. I mean, it was taken out of context, but
me too. But he used the wrong words.
Yeah, he absolutely did, because he said we didn't destroy the technology.
That wasn't Simmons. Simmons is the Photoshop.
Oh, so he's the Photoshop. Yeah. What was his name then? Forgot his name. I always get those names mixed up. But anyway, it doesn't really matter who he is anyway.
Yeah, we get you.
So I mean, the point of view, I mean, it wasn't so much it was destroyed. I mean, you still actually got the blueprints. There's blueprints for the F1 engines. You know, they're still available. You know, they have actually been built, but they've been built with rebuilt with 3D printers, and they were actually considering using a 3D printed version of the F1 engines on the SLS initially when they were trying to find the right kind of engines. So they actually went with the engines from the show. But the point of view is, like somebody pointed out as well, is that the risks they took. I think it was it you, Orange, you said?
Wait! Before you go that far, okay. So let's say, okay, they destroyed the technology, as in they skipped it, they threw it in the bin. But so now on the SLS, they're using the technology from the space shuttle. So are you saying the Apollo one didn't exist, but the space shuttle ones did? Make your fucking mind up, you fucking mongs.
Good point.
Anyway,
but the other thing as well is that the engineers at the time they actually had to do everything by hand to develop those engines. Everything. The engineers literally used slide rules and by dead reckoning. I mean, you could get a complex weld which one engineer would take all day to do. But nowadays, you can produce those parts in a day. You could build an engine in a day. But in those days, it was literally everything was done by hand. But the problem is the skills that we had those days have all been lost. They've gone. It's not that the fact that technology has been thrown away or the designs have been thrown away. They're still available. You can actually build it, but but doing it in the same way would be difficult because we don't have the skills anymore.
It's a training, the tooling, and all the things that just go into it. It's just all gone.
And as far as the lost technology to go into space, NASA may not have Apollo rockets anymore, but the Russians are still sending people up in the same space capsule they developed in the 60s.
Right. Yeah, it's been updated, but it's still the same capsule. Right. Exactly.
So I wanted to mention about the Russians. Prior to the ISS, we had the Mir space station, and it was up there for quite a couple of years. Mm-hmm. And we don't even hear the flat earthers bringing up that space station.
No. I've mentioned that before, and they go like, "What? Who? What? Who?"
Yeah, it's not in their present field of view.
To be fair, if they're Americans, it was never mentioned when they were in school.
Oh, right.
I mean, this is what gets me, right? I mean, if governments around the world were all hiding that the Earth is flat, I mean, the size of that conspiracy, I mean, it's freaking huge, and you can't even get a president can't even keep a blowjob secret from the Oval Office, and how the hell do they expect such a massive
they are incompetent.
They haven't actually found one single whistleblower that actually knew how it was all done that's actually come forward in all those years.
And it means in the midst of the Cold War, the Russians were willing to take the blame and say, okay, we lost this one. Yeah, and the Chinese were willing to be quiet about the whole thing and not try to embarrass either of us.
Right.
Right.
You know what? If I was in government, or if I was a government, and I wanted to hide the shape of the Earth, the last thing I would do is fund a rocket program. I would just hire priests who would just go out there and yell at people, and you're all burned in hell if you don't believe that the Earth is flat.
I tell you, DKG, I have said I don't know how many dozens of times. I asked them why what? Why is the government lying about it? Well, there's really no reason.
Mind control.
If we didn't know, let's say, okay, let's go way back, and we didn't know. And then finally they discovered it. And if it was flat, would it matter today? No, we would just have grown up knowing that our Earth is flat. There's literally no reason to hide it. There's literally no reason to lie about it. So I don't even know why they like spend their lives on that shit. It's crazy.
And the government is lying about a hell of a lot more than the shape of the Earth. It's not like governments don't lie to us. But the shape of the Earth is the last thing that they are thinking about.
Well, if they're going to lie about
political agenda.
If they're going to lie about something that big, it's only going to happen if somebody's making money off of it. So show me who's getting a paycheck for this.
And PJC Net says the moon landings were fake, and it's not about the Cold War. It's because you can't land on the moon. Right? Okay. No, what? There's a few things there. Okay, so you can't land on the moon. Why can't you land on the moon? Because what?
It's a projection. It's a projection.
Okay, so where's the projector? So
I don't know.
Exactly. Well, it all just starts to fall apart. Of course, you can land on the moon. Several things are landing on the moon every fucking year. Some of them are landing on them a little bit too hard, but but things are on the moon. They're flying around the moon. They're taking pictures of the moon. The Chinese are taking pictures of the fucking moon landings on the moon. It's all fucking there. You fucking child. You little infantile little faggot.
No, everybody else is not achieving anything the way he's not achieving anything. Because if he's not doing it, how can somebody else be doing it? If he doesn't have the skill to do it, how can anybody else have the skill to do it?
I doubt he can land his sperm on his screen in front of him.
Oh, God. Please, I don't want to see anybody's sperm. Thank you.
Hey, now be nice. He might have a big screen that's all the way across the room. Just saying.
What?
Or
Aim
maybe
straight.
not.
No, he's struggling with his little phone and no mic. Where do you come with, big screen across the road? I don't know. Probably me.
M to M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just reading what he's written as well there. Yeah. Oh, what was it? We said, oh yeah, they love to torment us with the truth in plain sight. Look at the satanic symbolism.
Oh, shut up, you little maggot.
Sorry, another thing that echoing.
I know. It sounds like it's going through M2Ms for some reason. I don't.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll shut mine. Hold on.
It's okay. We're an echo chamber. It's okay.
There you go. Let's try it now.
Were you there? Did you see the person making the observations and writing down his data? I don't know. I was not there when he was collecting his information. That's the other excuse. I wasn't there, or were you there?
I can tell you one thing, that if you walked up to any of the women, if they are or were or whatever alive, and you walk up to any of them that helped build the space project, helped get a guy on the moon, and said to them, it never happened, I want to see that shit on camera.
Yeah, me too. I'll pay for it.
Get your ass beat by some little old lady is what's going to happen to your ass.
Yeah, the stress they had to go through.
Yeah, I'd pay to
Did you hear about the guy that walked up to Armstrong and told him that there was no such thing?
Mm-hmm.
He was like fucking 80 and he decked him.
That was
laid
Buzz
the guy
Aldrin.
out on the ground.
Yeah,
that was Buzz Aldrin. Yeah,
he's really short-tempered about that.
I don't know why I said the other name. You're right, Aldrin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that
I mean,
was-
after having people say that shit to your face for your life.
and that was Subarats. I mean, basically,
Subarats, yes.
Yeah, he was bugging him to swear in the Bible because Buzz Aldrin was a Catholic. And he kept if it's swear in the Bible that you went to and swear in the Bible, and this was just right after a conference that he was there. And then what he did was he got right in front of his face, said, "You're a liar and a coward."
Yeah,
I mean, that dude fought for his country. He risked his life.
Well,
not only going to the moon, but also did more dangerous things as a fighter pilot over the North Korea. What did Subarats do for his life? So that's what upset him. He called him a coward. So he smacked him one.
That's what upsets me. That's what upsets me. These people achieve nothing, do nothing for humanity, and the people who are doing it, they want to call them liars or cowards or whatever. But you're a coward. You didn't even get off the earth.
And the Subarats tried to take him to court, but it was laughed out of court. Because he's Buzz Aldrin. Shut up.
It's Buzz Aldrin, dude. We're like, what?
Didn't even get to court. I think it was just kind of like, no, dismissed.
The judge probably pissed himself laughing.
Probably. Yeah. It was justified because time and time again, he said, will you leave me alone? Will you go away? When you leave me alone, will you leave me alone? Keep telling him. So, it's really self-defense anyway. So,
But the were you there thing is really annoying because Jesse Kozlowski did that. He used 2 theodolites over a lake and he measured the curvature of the earth. And whenever, I think mostly MC Toon and FTFE presents his findings, and they say, I wasn't there. I don't know whether he did that or not. I don't know how a theodolite works.
Well, here's your answer. If somebody says that to you again, so were you there? And they say no, but neither were you. So how do you know it didn't happen?
Yeah,
It's the same. It's a stupid circular argument. You just pan it round the other way, and it just goes round the circle. So it's pointless. You know what I mean? It's like that's the simple answer to that. If they say, were you there? No, but neither were you. Simple as that.
That's part of the reason why I started doing solve for X in the comments on my channel, because you'll get flat earthers that'll come in and go, you're wrong. Okay, solve for X. Oh, wait, you can't do the maths? You can't do the research? Well, guess what? You're not going to comment here anymore.
Don't you know that maths is a religion? It was invented so people can worship it. I mean, how do you work out your budget? Maths is a religion.
And also, some people can't solve for X because you're asking in miles and they can only do kilometers.
All right. Or can't convert meters to kilometers, one or the other.
I hate miles. I'm sorry, guys, but I've never worked with miles and it's very difficult. Feet is even worse. Who the hell? Why are you guys still using feet? Miles are still, better. I can, gauge in my...
We're a bit weird in the UK. We kind of have mix up imperial with metric a little bit. We kind of use miles in feet and inches with other things, and then meters and millimeters and centimeters and other things.
And hands on horses.
I am really pissed.
Right, yeah.
Because when I was in middle school in the 70s, they promised me that by 1980 the US was going to be metric. And doing home repairs and carpentry all my life, I have had to battle with multiplying fucking fractions.
Yeah.
We need to go to that system where I can just move the decimal point around and I'm done.
Yeah, it's the same. Well, I'm the same here. If I need to multiply or divide any distances and stuff like that, of course I'm going to use metric because it's so much friggin' easier. That's why, definitely easier for sure.
And 69 miles sounds, not that much. Maybe that's why Fluff say they can't see the curve. Maybe they don't realize that 69 miles is actually 111 kilometers. So I feel if you look at it in kilometers, it's easier to, understand or gauge.
Well, think what they can do if instead of saying the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, convert that to kilometers. It's going to sound way faster.
Yes, they could do that 400 meters per second. How is that happening? What's happening? I use meters and kilometers because it's a bigger number. If you compare the numbers, it's a bigger looking number and it's much more scarier. So.
Yeah, but don't ask Oatley to convert that up, will you? Whatever you do.
Oh, please don't bring him up. He's a terrible person.
I think we could get everybody to convert to metric if we just take the vanity angle. What guy wouldn't rather say he's 15 rather than 6? And what woman wouldn't rather say that she only weighs 81 instead of 180?
Yeah,
right.
Good point.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, you're right.
And everybody else is so quiet.
But then you'd be getting trouser sizes instead of 34 inches. You'd be what, 100 centimeters?
Oh no, I don't want that. No. I'm only going to use inches when it suits me.
This is very nice. It's wow, it's just before 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's coming close to shutting up time, isn't it? I think for us, isn't it? Close.
Yeah, it's very close. We'll do wrap ups in a minute or so. Yeah.
Where's Dick gone? He's gone very quiet. Where's he gone? Is he still here?
He's around here somewhere. I'll look for him.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I actually put his ball gag in. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
He enjoys it so much that, I thought I'd give him a treat. And
look at his little happy face. Look at his little happy face. I mean, you can't
know.
see the people,
he enjoys
on the
it that
chat can't
much,
see.
so
The people
don't
in the chat
worry, he'll be
can't see the
back
cameras,
for
but
wrap-ups.
Yeah. He's so happy.
So do those ball gags come in licorice?
I actually,
God, I like that.
No, I covered this one in caramel for him. Don't tell.
I don't know who licorice is, but I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
I have a thing brewing in the background here where we're making some travel plans and so on and so forth and whatnot. Never mind. Hold on. If you knew what I was talking about, it wouldn't quite be so. But so I need like 10 minutes and I'll be back. And as such, I guess either we're ending right this second. No, we're not. Or we're going to run a little late. So I'll be right back. Hold on.
Sounds good to me.
I think we burned ourselves out.
Uh-oh.
Plus, if we need to, I can always just hit the end button with no credits. We've done that before, so that's
yeah.
So
I got it.
No pressure at all. So there we go.
I got it on speaker. So I'm just we're checking a couple of things for the whole upcoming and whatnot. So give me a couple minutes. Be right back.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure me and M2M could improvise a duet and take us out on the credits if you want.
Let's sing a song.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Please let me sing. No. But I did want to say that I tried to have a live stream. It was terrible because I had no sound.
But that was a test, though. Don't forget, Sal. That was a test.
Yeah, I had sound.
It took when I first started. I mean, I could never get a live streaming right anyway. And I did quite a few. And the first few times when I tried to test it, I had no sound either, and that took me about 4 attempts before you get it right. So yeah, and I don't.
She did have about 4 running at the same time.
Yeah,
she kept hitting different buttons. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Sound on live streaming is an absolute freaking enigma to me. I don't get it, so don't ask me to help you set it up because I haven't got a clue.
No, I mean, you got a button, it says go live. You should just go live. I mean, why should there be other things, to interfere? And it was terrible.
You were doing it through your phone though as well, weren't you? Was it through your phone?
Yes.
Going on? Yeah.
I was talking to an old friend the other night about this. We go back at quite a few years, and you just hit go live and then just go straight to Google Hangouts, and it was so freaking easy back then. There was none of this StreamYards or OBS or anything like that. Yeah,
I've done over 400 live streams, and I still have no clue what I'm doing.
No.
400. Wow.
Well, when I do live streams on my astronomy channel, it's one of those. I could test the gear for hours and hours and hours, and the very second I hit go live, something stops working.
Yep.
Never fails.
Yep. Same.
And so that means you have a second channel to chill out.
Yes. I haven't been keeping up with it lately, but I'll post it in. Let's see if I can post it in the chat.
Yeah, if you want to see a channel that's not been keeping up, go to mine.
I remember.
If you don't know what you're doing and you want to run some live streams, use StreamYard. It's just easy.
Yeah, I remember I was doing a live stream and I was building up to it. Actually, it was a few weeks I was sort of building up to it because it was the SpaceX launch of Starship. You know, because he was introducing it, and you had Elon Musk was going to come along and show it all off, and it was a big do and all the rest of it. So I was going to live stream it with my own commentary and all kinds of stuff. I had big plans, and I was promoting it and saying, "Here, come along," and all the rest of it. Got to the actual time, I had no freaking sound, and I'd done a couple of live streams the days before that, and I had the exact same setup, all perfectly all done, never touched it. Couldn't get the sound working for about 45 minutes. So I missed about 45 minutes of the whole fucking thing. Couldn't do my commentary, couldn't do anything. It was a fuck up. It was terrible.
Alcoholism is a bitch.
I might have been just a little bit drunk.
Good thing I don't drink. Well, I do drink.
It's all right. We'll drink for you.
Like that. Yes, please drink for me.
Cheers.
I'm not allowed to drink at the moment. I'm not allowed to drink. My consultant says stop drinking because my heart's fucked. So I have to stop drinking. Yeah.
I learned not to drink on my own channel. I can only drink on other people's streams when they can boot me out.
Yeah. But alcohol doesn't go through your heart. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know. But
really?
It goes the other way.
It does, doesn't it? Well, I tell you what, I've had an intravenous injection into my stomach and maybe bypass everything else, and I don't know, will that work? I don't know. No, maybe not.
I will be drunk on Sunday, though.
You will what?
I will be drunk on Sunday.
Oh, even though occasion.
Is that OnlyFans, is it?
Just don't see Sal. Just don't pay any attention to him. He's an idiot. All right, just.
It's my birthday.
Hey, I'm a classy idiot.
You are a classy idiot. So what was that? It's
your birthday.
Yeah,
my birthday.
It's actually tomorrow for us. So, Sal, are you going to be around tomorrow morning?
Yes, I will.
All right.
If you want me around, I'll be around.
I think we should have her on for her birthday tomorrow. What do you think, guys?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Then we'll sing, we'll sing it properly.
That's right.
Oh my God! I'll have to find my little machine. I've got a little machine. You just crank it up and it does "Happy Birthday."
No shit! I'll get the Royal Philharmonic over.
Oh my
Look,
God!
it will fit in my house.
Oh, you working your way around the Royal Philharmonica now, are you? Oh, right, okay.
Working my way around them. Yeah. I've done the Coldstream Guards.
I was going to say, yeah. That's what I was going on to next. What are you going to go on to next now?
I could probably get Harmonica Man. Is that close enough?
Yeah, let's get Harmonica Man. He'll do.
Well, Jinzu actually has a lot to do with the orchestra. His people do take care of us when we do have gongs. So, he's intimately involved with an orchestra. So, DK, I'm sure that he will help you out in contacts there.
Oh, absolutely. We can do a duet with his orchestra and the Royal Philharmonic.
There you go. I can play the triangle.
What are the internal angles?
I don't like maths.
Is that a right triangle?
It's got to be an equilateral.
Hang on. Where's my triangle calculator?
Side 1 and 1.
If you have sides 1, 1, and okay. I actually heard Team Skeptic ask this to somebody. If you have a 3-sided triangle, how many sides does the triangle have?
No, fine.
Because I think it was Red Vlad back then.
Oh my God! Because, what did Vlad say? 4?
I didn't hear his answer. I was laughing too hard.
Oh, don't tell me you said 4 or something like that, did he? Or
I don't know. As I said, I don't know what he said because I was laughing too hard because that was like the third time he had to ask him. He said he started with if you have, a triangle, sides 1, 1, and 1, what are the internal angles? And he said, I don't like maths. Why are you asking me that? It's such a simple thing. Why do fluffs really lose their minds over that question? I mean, it's so simple. Just admit that a triangle is a triangle. What's so hard about that?
Excuse me, everybody. I have to go, so thank you very much for inviting me.
Oh, hi, Professor Phil. All right.
It was nice chatting.
You don't want
good
them
night.
to ask you the hard question about triangles.
Running away now.
Yeah.
Thank
Run
you
away.
so much, Professor
Rage
Phil.
quit. Rage quit.
Rage quit, rage quit.
Okay,
Have a great
bye.
day, Professor Bell.
Bye, Phil.
Thank
Bye,
you.
buddy.
Bye.
There is only 2 angles or do not angles. There is no triangle.
I like it. That's brilliant.
Oh, God.
Flop, it's 2 minutes past. Are we not shutting down? What's going on?
Sure. Do
I
you
think we
want to
forgot.
go for? Yeah. No. Did you want to go for it now? Because we said we could go a little bit longer. Because Dick said he had a few more minutes to go.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
No,
did you-
well, I don't mind. Whatever. That's okay.
Well, I expect if
did-
you go around the table, Dick will be back before we end it.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
So we
DKG
can-
will go on forever and ever and ever and ever. No, I'm only joking.
I'll, no, just kidding.
Oh, there's a challenge.
Like Blue says, that's not a challenge, right? All right. So let's get going around the room and let's see what everybody thought of the evening. So, Mipet, what did you think? Did you have fun?
Absolutely. There was a bit of crazy talk in there, which, DKG always brings to the table because we all know he's insane. Dick enjoyed his ball gag. What else can I say? Yeah. No, it was a lovely night. And Lokifish, thank you for coming. I haven't seen any of your vids yet, but yep, I gave you a sub and, I haven't yet because I haven't gone over there, but I will be straight after the stream. And yeah, loved the 2 vids we saw and looking out for more. Ooh, I'm a poet and didn't know it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Butterfeet
yeah.
poet.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, great night.
Thank you. And how about you, Matt? What did you think? What are your thoughts on tonight?
Yeah, we were talking about my favourite subject about space and the moon landings and stuff like that. So I always get all excited and nerdy about that. So I've kind of enjoyed that. So if I get any opportunity to get involved in that kind of stuff, then
We don't
I'm all
talk
game.
about it enough. We don't
No,
talk about that enough because
don't.
it's a big one. Because it really fucks them up.
Exactly. I actually want the moon landings and all that kind of thing going back into the debate arena because it's kind of gone quiet of late. It's starting to come back a little bit. I would like to debate somebody about it at some point. So anybody, any offers out there, then contact me if you can, and we'll set something out on a neutral channel. Not a problem. Modern day debates or something on those lines. So yeah, I'd like to kind of do that at some point. What else? Oh yeah, thank you very much for coming on, Lokifish. For those of you who haven't subscribed, go to his channel now and go and subscribe. Same with the Southern Hemisphere Globehead. Go and subscribe now, please, because neither of them have near enough subscribers that they should have. So yeah, go and do that. But finish watching here first, though. Just yeah, you know what I mean.
Thank you. And DKG, what did you think of this evening? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a great hoot. There was some proper science chat amongst people, and also a lot of shouting and screaming at morons. I think Matt's right. I mean, I think moon landing debates. Yeah, you can get really caught up in that one, but the fact is, the people who argue against the moon landings really don't have a fucking argument for the modern space race technology, whatever you want to put it. The experiences that are happening right now in space. I mean, last week we had 14 people in space at the same time. That's the largest number. well, that's a record breaker. 14 people in space at the same time.
Yep.
So yeah, okay, bollocks to the moon landing. You say it's fake, but then you can't disprove the modern space programs. You can't disprove it, and you just whine about it like little babies. So shut the fuck up. Lokifish, it's great to see you. Never met you before. It was actually a pleasure to meet you, and your videos look amazing. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of you, hopefully.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
No, it's not your turn to respond yet. Shut up.
Say what you like.
The irony.
The irony. No, it was absolutely fantastic to see, and your videos are great. And I think we are going to see a lot more of you in the future.
Absolutely.
You can speak now.
Somebody gag him quick. It's a licorice gag. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was dick.
Too funny. And next up, we have Purple Rhymes with Orange. Purple, what did you think of this evening? What are your thoughts on everything?
It's a great group of people and some lively conversation. Actually, Lokifish, I literally had never heard of before tonight, but I'm subbed. And Sal, I'd been watching and commenting for quite some time, but this first time we had a chance to interact live.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm always in your live streams. I always come to hear what's happening on your live streams.
Well, yeah, I've seen you in the side chat there, but you never actually have come into the stream.
Oh, well, if you would like me to, I would love to.
Well, I can add you to the list so you'll get the links then.
Thank you. I'd love to have a chat with you guys. You always talk about very interesting things that I don't really know about.
Well, neither do we, but we talk about them anyway.
That's funny.
Gee, sounds like a shill show. Surprise.
There we go. And thank you. And next up, we do have Sal. What did you think of this evening?
Thank you guys so much for inviting me. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys. And I'm sorry I was late. I woke up by accident, actually. I didn't mean to wake up. And then I looked and I had a new subscriber. And I went to look at his channel and some very interesting stuff there. I did subscribe to you, Lokifish. Yeah, before I got here, when I checked my notifications, I saw the shows were on. So I decided to, watch. And then you guys invited me and it was lovely. I should be sleeping, but this is much more fun. Thank you guys so much. Aimee, it's always a pleasure to hear you laugh. It just uplifts my spirits. Thank you so much.
Thank
Mipet,
you.
I love you, my darling.
Thank you. I love you too. That's awesome. And thank you. And next up, we have.
There are different types of love. You do know that, hey?
No, his mind just goes straight to the gutter, Sal. We all know that.
Yeah. It's always good.
It doesn't go straight to the gutter. It lives in the gutter.
It starts there, tries to crawl out.
And never succeeds.
Never succeeds, Mipet.
And next up, we have Lokifish Marz. Loki, what did you think of this evening?
Lots of fun. It's definitely more fun being a part of the show than sitting back watching it in the comments. I just word of warning, if you guys are ever crazy enough to invite me back, don't have me on the same time as John Watson, because we'll just take over the show and just start talking astronomy all night.
That'll be brilliant. Yeah, my son's feeding me popsicles as I'm trying to close the show. So thank you for that. And Dick Dawson, if you're there, I don't know if you are or not, but if not, we'll say good night. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you to our two guests, Southern Hemisphere Globehead and Lokifish Marz. And I do want to thank everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for coming. We do this all for you. So thank you very much, everyone, and I wish you a great evening. Thank you so much. Bye,
We love
everybody.
you all.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, all.
Good night.
I see
Good
Matt's
night.
pissed off, so he can't do the duet.
Yes. Eat snack and s'mores.